The Elder Scrolls is filled with mysteries, strange creatures, and even stranger esoteric lore, and modding serves as a great way to try and give us some new stories, either trying to answer some of these existing mysteries, or even providing us with some new ones. Today, we're taking a look at The Breathing Abyss, a Lovecraft-inspired quest mod by Nimwraith. This narrative-focused quest takes us to the Sea of Ghosts, where we're tasked with aiding a scholar in his research into a strange and ancient creature that has been found deep underwater. This mod actually serves as a remake, with the original version having released back in 2023. The goal for this new version was to expand on the story, revoice the main character, redesign the new location, all while addressing some of the original bugs and issues in that first release. Having played a handful of Nimwraith's mods now, they tend to give us much more dialogue-focused experiences, and they're always expertly voiced. As someone who likes more narrative and character-focused quests, they're always a lot of fun for me. To get started, you'll need to find the research camp, just to the northeast of Ingvild. The mod has no requirements to play, and it can safely be installed on an existing save. I appreciate the little footbridge he made for me. He didn't want me to get my feet wet. Thank you.
A new face. It's not a sight often seen around these parts.
I'm Aelia. Who are you?
Manias. A researcher of the abnormal and peculiar. I explain what cannot be.
There's something paranormal happening here?
Indeed. Its presence has been kept largely a secret. I doubt the college wishes to disturb the townsfolk more than they already have. You see, the college began to notice the death of countless sea fauna, clams, fish, and even whales, all around one section of water. They sent someone to investigate and unearth a vast cavern. Exploring it, they found something.
What kind of something?
A colossal being. Its body eclipses anything I've ever dealt with. From what I can discern, its form is grander than even the mightiest whale. And its scales, rock hard and impenetrable to the force of my blade. They seem iridescent to my eyes, the colors shifting and contorting within that unnatural darkness. The only hint that the creature was still alive is a thrumming it seems to be emitting. Other than that, it doesn't move or even breathe.
Well, maybe it breathes, but we can't really say for certain. All living things breathe in a way, right? I think they do. Can I go see it for myself?
If you do venture there, you must retrieve a tablet for me. Do you understand? Last time I went down there, it was rooted in front of the creature. You should find it with ease.
Well, yeah, I can do that for you.
The tablet is of utmost importance. I believe it shall tell us how the being came to be entombed, and where it originates. Remember, you cannot tell a soul of what you shall see down there. Some secrets are meant to be buried, else they may drag others down with them.
How do you aim to stop this creature? Can't the college subdue the threat? They can't even subdue the Eye of Magnus without me. Why haven't the college already taken the tablet? I'll fetch it for you now. I'm gonna give you all the questions.
I won't act out of haste. A mistake here could prove cataclysmic. I must first study the beast, understand its origin, its species, and then I shall deal with it appropriately.
Can't the college subdue the threat? You know, I don't think they can, but I'm just gonna say hypothetically.
They poured through each entry within their grand library, scouring for any hint of what the creature is. Evidently, their knowledge failed them, and so here I stand.
I'm glad I wasn't talking shit about the college because someone here happens to be the Archmage. Why haven't the college already taken the tablet?
This discovery was not a time for rampant curiosity. Each action they took could wake the being.
What if I wake it?
Only now have we deemed it fit for such a drastic measure.
Well, I'll go fetch the tablet for you.
Take these. You'll need them.
Joke's on you, I already have an amulet of water breathing. I came prepared. I knew. You mind if I just check in here real fast? What is that? Oh, it's just fish bones. Varieties of Daedra on Oblivion. I was wondering if maybe he had a journal or something that I could just steal. Somewhat minor thing, and for all I know, maybe it's just because of the other mods that I'm using, but his camp is ever so slightly off the ground. The Breathing Abyss. Within my travels near Winterhold, I've met a scholar named Manius. He claims he's investigating a monster that has awoken beneath the Sea of Ghosts. If I'm to help him, I must retrieve a tablet rooted next to the monster and return it to him. If I get eaten, you have to explain it to the college. If I get eaten, then you are gonna have to tell them what happened to the Archmage. And frankly, I don't think they're gonna be happy, because that's gonna be the second Archmage to die in, well, quite a brief period of time. It's not a good omen. I think we might be getting close. I am going to increase the brightness of my lantern, because otherwise none of us are gonna see anything down there, and that would be bad. That'd be really counterintuitive for a video. Yeah, I can't see anything anyway. Not at a great distance, at least. To the underwater cave. Also, this whole thing would be trivial if you're an Argonian. Oh, look at the little, not so little crab. Let's keep going down, and I like the chains. Like the tablet. I'm just gonna get eaten down here. Oh, is that? Oh, it's an anchor. Okay, I didn't see the ship at first. I was like, what is that? I thought it was like a harpoon that someone's trying to get in here. Oh, that's slightly ominous. Oh, that's an egg. Yeah, that's a Daedric shrine. It almost looks a little like the dolmens from the Elder Scrolls Online, like the dark anchors. At least a little bit. Yeah, if anything, I kind of want to make sure that I check some of these hallways, these passageways, that I don't necessarily miss too much, because I feel like there's going to be some environmental storytelling if I kind of, like, go down these halls and whatnot. Got another chain. Oh, this is where I started. Nope, never mind. Going in circles already. Am I already in the central chamber? No. Okay, we're on the right path, though. We're on the right track, though. Yeah, if you're an Argonian, then this will also be pretty easy, but fortunately, there's enough ways to either, you know, make enough potions, or get an amulet, or ring, piece of armor, anything like that. I remember when it was a big deal that there was just a guaranteed drop for an enchanted water-breathing item, an armor piece in Dawnguard. I know we're not gonna fight down here, because there's no underwater combat. This ain't Morrowind. I'm also ready to be scared, or jump, or scream, or something. Ooh. Oh, wait, that was me. I get the feeling that they were trying to contain something down here, yeah. There's all the fish that it's been eating. And that right there is the creature. Pick up the tablet. I just want to get a little closer. As terrifying of an idea as that is. Alright, and... uh-oh. Return to Manius. I mean, I didn't wake it, so that's good. Also, this is absolutely a play, or like a reinterpretation of the dark anchors from The Elder Scrolls Online. Oh god, alright. I keep on getting that slight bug where it's like, oh, you're above water now, and I'm not, but it's just that slight gasp. Just, it scares me. Very nice touch. They did include a potion of water breathing down here, just in case you needed it, in case you did not come prepared. I feel like Skyrim's a game where it's hard to do underwater stuff well, just because there's really not much in terms of underwater gameplay in the base game. Anytime I have anything underwater now, my mind immediately goes to Siren Root, Deluge of Deceit, which is one of the best dungeon mods, one of the best dungeon experiences that I've ever played, and they did underwater stuff pretty well.
You've seen the creature, haven't you?
I have. It was...
Do not attempt to explain what you have seen. It shall avail you naught. Now, the tablet. Do you have it?
Well, you already took it from me. Barely. My water-breathing potions failed and I felt the cave collapsing. Oh, that's what that was. That was the gasp. Well, they didn't fail me, so... joke's on you.
Gods, this is like nothing I've seen. Perhaps it is emitting the markings, the shifting. This script, I can't decipher a single character. Please, leave me with this. I shall translate all I can.
I understand. I'll return soon.
9 willing, I shall uncover what this tablet holds.
You see, I like you. You said 9. I'll wait... maybe like a day? Maybe 2 days? Do you mind if I just kind of like stand over here and just... I don't know, sit? I don't think he minds. I think he's fine with it. Waited just over a day. We don't have a quest stage saying when to return, so I'm hoping that we can kind of just decide that on our own.
Please, I must have some time alone.
Okay. Maybe I am too close. Maybe I shouldn't be here. Maybe a courier has to get back to me. Who knows? Either way, I'll see him in a couple more days. Oh, I got back to Whiterun and almost immediately check on Manius. Alright, well, that does it. That explains it then. Oh, he's not in his tent. Wait a second, was that book there before? I think it was. Never mind, I got excited. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh no, don't pray to it.
Ah, you're back.
What did you find?
The tablet. I could not place its origin to a single civilization. Whoever, whatever, inscribed such words within it is unknown to me. However they embedded the script within is... impossible. The words resist my gaze, ever-shifting, changing forms. Somehow they thwart all attempts at discerning their meaning. With great difficulty, I've learned that the words on the stone do not belong to a single language. It contains countless different tongues, each likely carrying the same message.
Well, what's the message?
Son of the terrible Lord, banished for eternity, hatred boils within his blood. A simple but poignant message.
Well, what language did you translate?
The only identifiable tongue was Daedric. All others are likely languages from a bygone era. Whatever birthed the creature is from an age long since past.
Well, what do you think this terrible lord is?
At first I was lulled into the assumption that the lord was a mortal king, a tyrant from an age of cruelty, one best left forgotten. But the power that this being has, the sheer size of it...
The appetite on
it hints at something far greater. I believe the creature is the son of a Daedric prince.
Oh? It would make some sense. That doesn't seem likely. They don't have children in the traditional sense, but Molag has like a whole, almost dynasty, so yeah.
To be so feared, so reviled by your own kin. Whatever prince sired this creature is one of pure hate.
See? Molag.
Further than that I cannot say. More fragments of knowledge must be found for the truth to be pieced together.
How will you do that?
This being must have grown since its inception, its scales along with it. If you can find a few of its sheddings, perhaps traces of flesh will still linger on them. With such knowledge, I could pinpoint the race the creature was born of, and perhaps who even heralded such a child.
I really like his voice acting. It's just a really good voice. I feel like he could just boss me around and I would just say, yes, sir, sure, whatever you say. Why do you think the creature was banished?
Perhaps out of pure fear, punishment, or simple hatred. There are countless factors that could have caused such a reaction. Yet, unless we find another tablet or inscription, I believe the truth shall always elude us.
You know what it is? It gives me the slightest Jeremy Irons sort of vibe, and yeah, that's what it is. Because Jeremy Irons, he could boss me around all day and I'd say thank you. Well, why study these creatures at all?
We have a fascination for the unexplainable, a fact embedded deep within us. It seeks to answer that which cannot. The creature to tread closer to what all others fear. To comprehend, to understand a being so powerful. It's tantalizing.
Yeah, I don't really like that you're praying, you know? That's a bad sign.
Thank you for your help. Take these.
Yeah, well, I got something better than your water-breathing elixirs. I'm gonna stick with my necklace. Maybe that's cheating, but I mean, by that logic, being an Argonian would also be a little cheaty. Well, frankly, now I just want Jeremy Irons to be a voice actor in video games. I don't know if he'd do it. I don't know if a lot of studios could afford him, if he'd even have any interest, but I think we should make that happen. I think we should crowdsource it. Jeremy Irons for the Elder Scrolls 6. Clearly, that is what we should be working on. Clearly, that is, the end goal. I'm a little worried about being back in here now, because he was saying, it's like, yeah, we don't want to wake it, but grabbing scales, it feels like we're really pushing our luck now, you know? It looks like the scales aren't in the central chamber, at least, so that's a good sign. It also makes sense that it's Daedric, or rather, I feel like they were setting up for that. They did a good job of kind of setting the scene for that. Oh, yep, there it is again. That's definitely intentional. That's definitely scripted. Between what Manny has said, and also just the fact that it happens so regularly. But yeah, they were really setting up for the fact that it was going to be Daedric because of, the structural pieces, the environmental pieces that they put down, so I feel like they paid attention, or rather, they were really trying to give you the clues necessary to determine those things, to kind of pick up on that on your own, which I like. Well, the good news is he isn't praying again, so that's a good sign.
You have what I need?
I do, here you go.
You do me a great service. I thank you. Now indulge me if you will. When you ventured down there, did you notice anything abnormal, different from your prior visits?
I can hear a faint whispering, separate from the hum of the creature.
Gods. Is it? No, it can't be.
Are you alright?
Of course, yes.
I don't really believe
Thank you for your help. I shall study these samples immediately.
Don't really buy it, but sure. Alright, well, just gonna go back to Whiterun, wait until they say to come back, and... Oop, alright, map's not loving me right now. There we go. Yeah, hopefully shouldn't take too long, maybe, 2 days, 72 hours, whatever. Alright, 2 full days of waiting after I got back to Whiterun, and he's good to go. You don't look good. This is not a good look for you.
I may have found something.
Yeah, I think you contracted something. What did you find?
The scales themselves were confounding. Under the light of the sun, They have turned pitch black. All vibrant hues once within them now completely missing. Perplexing in nature, but of little import. No, the real weight lay with the traces of flesh still clinging to the scales.
I'm gonna stay silent, but I hope we can call him out on looking gross.
What little remains is infested with something. They seem to resemble maggots.
Ooh.
But no book, no scroll, no tome can explain their appearance. I've never seen their kind before, and not a single mention of them is within the college's library.
Did they let you go into the library like this? Why so peculiar?
When exposed to sunlight, they writhe uncontrollably, burning in naught but its mere presence. When they cease their movement, the same void from the scales afflict their husks, coating them in a viscous darkness. The flesh itself is not exempt from these peculiarities. It is a pallid green marked with impossibly dark traces of veins and arteries. Despite its oddities, the structure of it most resembles that of a dreg.
A dreg? Are you sure? Which... Okay, that could make sense. Didn't Vivek and Molag Bal have like a dreg son together? Or am I mixing that up? I think at the very least, it was Vivek's.
I'm certain of it, though I still harbor your doubts. I scoured every textbook of marine life, and yet no other being comes close to the same flesh.
What could this mean? This creature is a dreg?
Perhaps, but I propose a much more eccentric theory. From my countless hours of research, I managed to locate a mention of the ancestors of the dreg. They were said to be a once proud civilization, long before the First Era. The dreg are simply descendants, cursed by an unknown power. We know the creature itself is ancient. Perhaps this being is born of a Daedric prince and the dreg's ancestors.
They were up to some freaky shit, weren't they? What else do you know about these ancestors?
My tomes speak little of them. Their presence seems to have been wiped clean from history. Only one story remains. That and their inherent connection to the Daedric lords. Perhaps.
An interesting theory. It seems likely with all the evidence. I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me.
Dreg or not, I'm near certain of a prince's involvement. Such power is staggering, simply unattainable by mortal means. Whichever deity heralded such a child, be it Mehrunes Dagon, Molag Bal, or even Hermaeus Mura, the same fact remains.
I lean towards
The
Molag
creature
Bal.
is being instilled with great power, capable of wreaking untold havoc. We must tread lightly.
Well, we can guess at its origins, but how do we plan to stop it?
Don't listen to them, focus.
What was that?
We know they are the child of a prince. The only path forward is to uncover which one. Discerning that fact, and we could... Gods, I cannot do this.
Uh-oh, this seems bad. What's wrong?
I know you've been down there many times. More than any being should, but I must ask you again. Please, go once more. I cannot shake the feeling of... dread. That the creature is alive, waking beneath those frigid waters.
I like that he's at least slightly concerned about me, because usually quest givers don't give a damn about me. I'm suspicious of him, but at least he seems to care. Fine, I'll go once more.
Thank you. Truly.
Yeah, I think you should... You should go see a healer.
I could not have done this without you.
Maybe we shouldn't have done this at all. Maybe we should have just gone down the one time and then said, nah, doesn't look like anything to me. Because here's the thing, I never played the original version of the mod, but I've played a few of Nimraith's other mods, and they're all very narrative focused. They're more conversational focused. This one's nice because it has at least a little bit more of a gameplay component to it, with the, you know, the underwater dungeon, as it were. And mind you, I don't think there's going to be much of a combat section to this, but I really appreciate the the level design, the environmental design for this. Okay, I'm going into the central chamber. I'm waiting for something to happen each and every time I go in there, you know, each subsequent time. Like, I'm waiting for it to be... I'm gonna have the grave mine just start screaming at me from Halo. Oh god, we're getting right up to it. Activate the creature. Ooh, I'm gonna lower that ever so slightly in editing, because that is in the red. I was hoping that I would get to really interact with it, at least to some extent. I'm getting a little bit of a Dark Souls vibe. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe I just want to get a Dark Souls vibe. The good thing is that it's a static model, so I know it's not gonna just reach out and eat me. So that's kind of nice. That's good, at least. Yeah, let's go. Let's not spend any more time here. Granted, I'm not really sure if I can relay what it said to Manius. Like, what am I gonna do? Just stand there and make whale noises at him? I'm not sure that would be very effective. I like that it didn't speak. I like that it didn't say words. But when I activated it, I was half expecting a Mass Effect 1 moment of when you finally speak to Sovereign. Just that great booming voice and whatnot. Obviously, this just means that I should go replay Mass Effect 1. Hey, are you still looking gross? Yeah, you are.
You saw something? Or did something see you?
Wait, do you look worse? Oh no, you look the same. Okay, sorry, just... this is your bad side. The creature spoke to me.
Spoke? What? How?
Yeah, it just went...
Are you certain?
Whoa! It was kind of like a whale, but creepier. Not the whales are creepy. Yes, I couldn't understand what it was trying to tell me.
Yes. Yes, I understand.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
I must hear its words for myself.
Oh boy.
Give me some time to prepare, to ready myself.
Okie dokes. I feel like we should tell him that's a bad idea. I feel like, where's my chance to be like, don't do that.
I must. I will hear its words. I will see its truth.
Well, it's gonna be the last thing he ever sees or does. I'm gonna go back to Whiterun real quick. Could I go to another city? Yes. Should I? Honestly, maybe. Just had to wait a couple days and now we can go back, and I'm a little worried about what I'm gonna find. Is he even gonna be here? Oh, he is, and he's praying again, and you look... You're more green now.
Wisdom blinds my eyes.
Yeah. I don't think you necessarily look worse, you just look
His
more
cries fill my
pale.
mind. Wisdom blinds my eyes.
Are you alright? I feel like we should have been able to ask that sooner.
One side of the Lord, the chosen one. His path carved the threads of fate. Astounding.
Manius, look at me.
Take unto this mortal vessel
Uh-oh.
a carcass for flight, a vassal for domination, a cadaver for your will. Break free of the shackles that bind you. Break free!
I hate to see you like this. Goodbye, Manius.
You.
Uh-oh.
Tear us under my mortal remains. Each fiber and tendon is fit for your will.
Wait.
Hearken to the days of yore. Undo the shackles that bind you. Free from mortal constructs. Infused with the will of the mighty.
Because I still have the quest, right? He no longer speaks to me and only seems interested in the creature. I pray that given some time, he'll come back to his senses. I'm not sure about that.
Fill these ashes with but a sliver of your ancient might. I am ready. I am yours.
Because he said he needed to prepare to go
My mouth, your words.
down underwater.
My mind, your will. I am naught but a hollow shell for you. Bestow your wisdom upon me. Allow me the pleasure.
Yeah, I don't think there's any pleasure left for you now.
My mouth, your
Alright,
words.
Yeah, we're
My
looping
mind,
his dialogue. I just
your
wanted to
will.
check. I just wanted to make sure I went
I am
through
naught
them.
but a hollow shell for you.
Well, I am... I'm gonna wait a couple days and see if anything happens. And, I mean, I should be able to wait right here, I'm pretty sure. So let's just do that for the sake of convenience. Uh-oh. Well, oh, that's... Oh my god. That's not what I want. I don't want to deal with the goddamn ash zombies. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. I don't think he's here, though. I think he left. I still hate that the ash zombies just punch you. I still absolutely hate that. No longer at his camp, and his rowboat is missing. I can only assume he went down to the cavern. If I wish to understand what befell him, I should venture down there one last time. I think it's the thing of, you know, they're just expecting me to remember where it is. I do wish that this still gave me a marker for the underwater cave. Fairly little thing, and fortunately it's marked by his boat. But still, just given that we had the marker point in the cave each and every time, I would have liked to have it again here just for consistency's sake. I'm also gonna just hop in the boat real quick. Damn, nothing. Damn it, I was hoping there'd be something, but no. We're not that lucky. Oh, I didn't even notice this one before. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm ready to be murdered. Or I'm ready to find him also murdered. I also am just half expecting him to have drowned. Manius. Completed the breathing abyss. Oh, the tablet's back. Where is he? Oh, and the eyes are open. Yep, that's bad. That's not good for any of us. The ending of the quest is meant to be open to interpretation. The tablet being back on its pedestal, Manius having obviously rowed out and having gone down into the underwater cave, but not being able to find him, either dead or alive. This isn't the first of Nimraith's mods to have an ending similar to this either, and given the Lovecraftian inspiration, it's fitting that this mystery remains a bit unanswered. I really enjoy Nimraith's mods. They give us a chance to interact with new characters and get these small, focused stories. I think they're a great addition to a full playthrough where you might be looking for some more bite-sized adventures. One of the best comparisons I can make is to one of my favorite Skyrim mods out there, Interesting NPCs by Chris Takahashi. And for me, each of Nimraith's mods feels like it could be one of those stories in that larger compendium-style mod. But by having Nimraith's quests as separate mods, you get to pick and choose what makes sense for your own playthrough. I hadn't played the original version of the Breathing Abyss, so I can only speak to this remastered version. And I really enjoyed it. Manius' voice acting was fantastic, and getting to see him physically change with each of our subsequent visits was a great bit of visual storytelling. The underwater cave was well done. The new assets really made it feel much more unique. The use of those Daedric pieces worked very well, as it allowed me to guess early on that the creature was indeed tied to the Daedra. And while there wasn't all too much to interact with in the cave itself, it still gave us some really good environmental storytelling, having the one altar with the eggshell, implying that this was where the creature, or another one like it, was born. the pedestal with the tablet in that central chamber as if it was some sort of offering to the creature. I liked getting to see the ruined rowboats, the anchors, the wreckage from other ships, all of which gave the sense that we weren't the first ones to be lured out here. I think they did a great job at creating this sense of dread, even though we never got attacked, we never had to fight, and technically, outside of drowning, we're not necessarily in any real danger. But every time I went back down into the cavern, I was expecting something to jump out at me, something to attack, or that I'd have to escape as the cave came crashing down around me. The only thing I maybe would've liked to see is some sort of quest reward at the end. Not that every quest or mod needs a reward, but it could be a nice touch. Maybe even something as simple as a new status effect that increases the duration of how long we can hold our breath underwater. It could even be played off as being something that we accomplished on our own from our repeated trips to the cavern. But outside of that, I really don't have any critiques or issues. It's been a lot of fun to see how Nimrate's mods have evolved over the years, and I very much look forward to seeing more from them. But that's gonna be all for today. As always, thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the Patreon or the YouTube memberships, both of which get access to my official Discord server, as well as early access to most new videos. And if you'd like to watch me play something other than Skyrim, while still talking about Skyrim mods from time to time, make sure to check out the streams at twitch.tv/0periodproductions. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.